So I've been enamored with architecture for quite some time, and a lot of it is modern architecture that I love. Like Mies van der Rohe is a huge inspiration for me. But then in learning more about my heritage and learning about Korean architecture, I discovered a Hanok, and it's sort of unassuming. Like they were just traditional, the ways that they made things back then in Korea, and they're striking. You know, they have these beautiful like ceramic roof tiles, and have sweeping roof lines. Like they're not just rigid boxes like people maybe in modern Mies van der Rohe, just it's a glass box in steel, right? And I love that, but I also love how there's a signature look to Korean architecture, traditional architecture, while still having some of that minimalism, and having a clean frame. Having wood, the materials really shine through. Wood being the most prominent of those, and so even on the interior, right, when you get inside a Hanok, a lot of times you see the exposed wood beams coming through, the white walls or whatever color it happens to be. But that traditional white and wood, it just looks stunning. So having there be just enough to have visual interest, but nothing extraneous, right? Like I loved how it seemed like the two architectural inspirations for me, that they felt pretty aligned. And so we took the roof. A traditional Hanok is in Korea is nestled in between a river and a mountain. And so the way people would wanted to build them back in the day was, of course, to have nourishment, have water in front of you, have life, and then have protection with the mountains behind you. And then, of course, in the middle, you have security, your shelter, right? Your home, a gathering place, or all the things that a physical, your personal home can be. And so I created something called the House of Han, and I actually didn't create it because in Michigan it's an LLC, but like if you Google it, it's like a thing, like 1,000-year-old thing. So I learned recently that it's got some history, and so that was really special. And so we took the family crest, and that's been attached with 16 queens, which is crazy. So there's this royal lineage that I learned about, ancestry with my family name. And so the House of Han then being transformed, being made as a physical thing, and for it to be then, I guess, marked, with this symbol. And then also I snuck my little logo in there too, because I had to. So, but Joe, worked with me in creating, understanding what a traditional Hanok was, and then how I wanted to push it into the next, the modern iteration, right, and a different utility for that space, while still, keeping true to sort of the concept, and then imparting my familial history, heritage on that place, while allowing me to push forward into a brand new world with NFTs and art installation inside the building.